Hi everybody, Miss Lottie Da here, and I am going to show you a quick spaghetti throw together kind of dinner that I do sometimes. This is ground turkey, this is spaghetti noodles, and of course what you want to do is bring the water to a boil first and then put in your noodles. If you do it the opposite way, that's perfectly fine as well. I have done that myself quite a few times. And you want to brown whatever meat you use. It can be Italian sausage, it could be pork, it could be chicken, it can be whatever meat you want to put into your spaghetti. We like a lot of onion. And for the pasta sauce, this is just traditional pasta sauce with no sugar added because we're all diabetics that live in my house, so we have to be very careful with sugar. And then I have 3 different cheeses here, but you can use any kind of cheese that you want for the top. And so I'm going to add it into this casserole dish once the noodles are done, which on the stove you want your noodles to be al dente. Because they will cook a little bit once you put them in the oven to melt the cheese. And I'm also going to add a ton of oregano, which you can't see the label very well, but there is oregano in there, and this is oregano from my garden. And I'm also going to be adding basil to it as well. We like tons of oregano and tons of basil. So I will bring you back just as soon as the noodles are done cooking and it's in the dish. Stay tuned. Another important step I should mention is once your noodles have boiled, you want to take them and just rinse them in cold water as I am doing now. And why should you do this, you ask? Well, let me tell you. It's going to get rid of a lot of excess salt and a lot of scum that can pop up at the top of the bowl while you're boiling it. And by removing all of that and washing it away, you're going to get the pure taste of the noodles. It's going to bring out so much more flavor in the noodles. And it's going to make them healthier. And it's also going to fluff them up and make them, plump like they should be. And just kind of flex them up just a little bit. And this way also, if you have some noodles that are stuck together, because sometimes they do, even if you throw salt in it or olive oil in it while they're boiling, sometimes some noodles do stick together. This will unstick them. And so this way you're getting your full amount of noodles, nice and fluffy. Once you've rinsed your noodles, next you want to give your colander a good shake and get all of that excess water out of your noodles. It may take a minute or two, but you want to make sure you get all that excess water out. So all you're left with are these beautiful, bendy, fluffy noodles. So you want to put your noodles, after you've shaken them out, into a dish like this, and you just want to cover the bottom first. This is going to be, the bottom layer is going to be your noodles. Next, you add your pasta sauce and spread it around. If you have to use a tad bit of water, that's okay because the noodles will soak up that water. But don't use too much water, just a little bit. Next, you add your meat, onion, your desired cheese, and which kind you like and also how much, and your desired spices. Now we just use basil and oregano, but you could use whatever other spices you want. Some people use the Italian seasoning, which is fine. It's got all the good stuff in there. Some people just do basil, oregano, rosemary, and thyme. It's all up to you, whatever your preference is. But I always add that last. And now I'm going to put this in the oven at 350, and I'm going to check it in about 20 minutes. But while we're waiting on the spaghetti to bake, let's talk about sides. So these are little breads that have a seasoning on the side, and it is this seasoning here called Everything and More. This is like my new best friend. I bought this on Amazon, I believe, for around $5 or $6. I absolutely love this stuff. This is, what ounce is that? 4.6 ounces here for this, and I put it on everything. Vegetables, you name it. It is so good. But anyway, the sides of the bread have that baked in already. And so what I did was just put some spray butter on them and then sprinkled some garlic salt over the top of them. And I'm going to put these in the oven when it gets closer to time for the spaghetti to be done, and let them get to the desired preference that we like for bread. I'm also going to serve a nice small garden salad with lots of mixed greens and a little bit of cottage cheese on the side as well. Alright, and here it is, the finished product. Ooey gooey cheesy goodness. And over here we have the breads, which, as you can see, I'm denting a little bit. They're not too crispy, but they're not, fully doughy either. And that's how we like them, just kind of in between. This, let me get spatula in here. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Alright folks, that's going to do it for my baked spaghetti today. Thank you for watching.